Welcome back, transhumans, to Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. Last time, the man knows Am Jensen died, and the machine knows Am Jensen was born.
I have to see Pritchard first. Something's wrong with my retinal enhancement.
Frank's on the second floor in the tech lab. Make it quick. People's lives are at stake.
You got it. He's not too far from here. Gotta make it quick. We got a hostage situation. Pritchard.
About time.
Fix me.
What happened? You get stuck in an air duct on the way over?
No.
Nice to see you too, Francis. Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is, probably. Of course, it might seem.
Yeah, just let me zap you in the head with a stun gun. It's alright, right?
Processors weren't completely in sync. But don't worry. Your Sentinel health implant will kick in soon, repairing any damage that might have caused. Your retinal display should be fine now. Its recognition software won't be picking up hostiles yet, but you should be seeing radar and targeting reticules. Biomedical data too, if you're in pain.
Right. We done here? Because Sarif is waiting for me at the helipad.
I know. Radicals have broken into our manufacturing plant and taken hostages. Maybe this time you'll actually save people.
And here we have a conversation wheel, folks. This one doesn't actually have consequences, we'll just get a little more history. Also, the collar on that shirt, Pritchard, is gonna cut you if you're not careful. Don't you sneer at me like that.
If you got a problem with me, Pritchard, why don't you just say it and get it over with?
Why no, Jensen. I don't have a problem with you. If anything, I blame myself.
The mighty Pritchard blaming himself. That's gotta be a first.
I'm the one who told Sarif we needed a physical security team to protect us. If he'd read my report closely enough.
Wait a second. Are you saying it was your idea to hire me?
Not you, Jensen. I wanted Dynacore, Sharp Edge, or Bell Tower. All the top private security contractors were on my list, but Sarif wanted somebody in-house. And so did Dr. Reed.
I suggest you leave Megan out of this.
Why, Jensen? It's no secret how close the two of you were. And let's face it, you'd just been fired from SWAT for that massacre in Mexican town. No one was about to hire you.
You really have to stop getting your news from those Picus blogs, Francis. They only confuse you.
The point is, if Sarif had listened to me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But Megan, God love her, always did have Sarif's ear.
Sarif's ear is going to be hearing a report about violence in the workplace if you keep this up. You really feel like continuing?
Point taken.
I will suplex your ass in the next week, Pritchard. Also, I'm reading your books and there's nothing you can do about it. We get experience points for doing this, by the way. The Nature of Neuroplasticity, from a lecture by Hugh Darrow, someone we'll hear about again, given at Bern Institute of Medicine in 2013, just last year, folks. Did you catch it? The term neuroplasticity literally means the flexibility of the brain to reorganize itself based on the result of experience. 2 decades ago, the consensus among cognitive scientists like yourselves was that the lower brain and neocortical areas were unable to be changed after development, whereas the structures, such as memory, could be actively altered in areas related to the formation of recall. In a series of cleverly designed experiments, Michael Merzenich proved that the somatosensory and auditory sensations, touch and hearing respectively, can in fact be modified through practice. This process of long-term potentiation was further explored in a series of studies in the mid-90s at Southern Illinois University, studies which clearly showed how memories could be enhanced by manipulating neuroplasticity. Indeed, with the precise timing available to us in today's computers, we can clearly see that enhancement in learning can be applied to areas in the motor cortex, auditory cortex, somatosensory cortex, and the hippocampus. Manipulation of neuroplasticity makes it clear that we as a species have been blessed with a brain that has an unparalleled flexibility to incorporate neuroprosthetic augmentations. You won't be seeing the same augmentations in dogs, probably. Also, I'm taking your candy, Pritchard. And your money. I'm taking it. There we go. Money's kinda helpful in this game, not super helpful. Alright, now we're done reading his books and, stealing his money and candy. Let's go ahead and get to this whole hostage situation. I guess there's sort of a sense of urgency. Maybe.
Adam, how close are you to the helipad?
Hello,
Almost there.
Almost
Good.
there.
Because SWAT's about to turn this into a PR nightmare. Meet me in the chopper. I'll brief you as we go.
And here we have our taxi driver, Malik.
Welcome back, Jensen. Didn't think we'd see you around here for a while yet.
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I know it? I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you... 6 months is a hell of a short time to come back from the dead. You sure you're ready for this?
Of course I'm ready for this. Roger
that. The boss is already on board, arguing with the DPD's tactical response team. They've got the plant surrounded, but Mr. Seraph wants you to go in first. You all set here? Because the sooner we take off, the better it will be for everyone.
I am all set here.
I'm ready.
Great. Then let's get airborne.
Getting things done. This will be our first real mission, folks. It'll have bonuses and everything, and I'll get to explain those. Like I told you before, I'm going to be going for no alarms. I'm also going to try to get a ghost bonus, and you'll see how those work in a bit. Essentially, if I'm not seen, I get 750 experience points. It's sort of a big deal. And if I don't set off any alarms, I'll get the smooth operator bonus, which gives us an additional 250, if I remember correctly. Maybe it's only 200. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough, right? And we'll have a loading screen. I don't plan on cutting any of these out because I don't do editing, folks. You know how it goes. Lethal doesn't like those. The editings.
I told Farida to put us down on a roof. I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
Fine. As long as she pulls you out the minute I'm gone. So what am I looking at here? Who are these guys?
Pro-human purists, or so they say. The same purists who've been firebombing limb clinics all over the country.
You buy that?
Now, I don't think it's a coincidence they hit us today, only hours after we moved the Typhoon in for assembly line factory.
The Typhoon? Megan's team was testing it the day that bastard... Who's on point for these guys?
Adam, I know you and Megan were once...
Who is on point for these guys?
Goes by the name of Sanders. That's him, there. He's an augmented Adam, so he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
Alright, so how do you want me to handle this?
First priority is the Typhoon. I'm keeping SWAT out until you've secured it. As far as rules of engagement go, I'll defer to you. Lethal or non-lethal?
Well, even though my name is Lethal, I'm gonna go with non-lethal, sir, okay?
I'm not looking to start a firefight in there, just neutralize them.
Okay, but just make sure those bastards don't wake up and warn their friends.
They won't.
You remember what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways, but the labs themselves are pretty open, high ceilings. So, do you want something you can use from a distance, or up close?
I like the up-close and personal approach, sir.
The closer the better, I think. That way I'll be sure they stay down.
You got it. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs, but Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him running comms.
Terrific. Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority. We developed it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.
Maybe, sir.
Gentlemen, prepare for landing.
So just like in the original game, when you talk to Paul, you have a choice of getting certain weapons. If you go up close, non-lethal, you get the stun gun. If you go far away, non-lethal, you get the tranq gun. If you go lethal close range, you get the pistol, I think. And if you go lethal long range, you get a sniper rifle. I may be wrong on those, but it really doesn't matter in the end. What matters is how fucking amazing Adam Jensen looks right here. Now, he is a mechanical type AUG, unlike J.C. Denton, of course, who is a nano AUG. We're more like Gunther Hermann, which could be a good or bad thing. We can't get a skull gun, as far as I'm aware. Oh, let's go check for things. A candy bar. I want a candy bar. Give me a candy bar. Thank you. Candy bars are great.
Tell me you're the guy we've been twiddling our thumbs waiting for.
Maybe.
It's high security. Name's Jensen.
Jensen. Yeah, I thought I recognized you. Used to be on Team 2 till that Mexican town thing went down. I gotta say, you're the last person I pictured taking orders from a CEO.
Things change.
Not always for the better. Feel like getting in there and doing whatever it is your boss wants you to do? Because maybe then we can do our job.
So what's your plan?
You look pretty dug in up here. What's the react team plan?
We got Alpha as point and Bravo as wing, both standing by to breach the target. We're coordinating from here, but until your boss gives us the go-ahead, we're just holding our dicks.
Realistically, How much time do I have before any shooting starts?
According to protocol, none. According to your lawyers, the sooner you get in there, the sooner we can hose this powder keg down and call it a day.
Hey, it could be worse. You could be holding somebody else's dicks. What about those hostages?
We've got people inside. Any idea where I should look for them?
Yeah. Your plant manager, Josie Thorpe, managed to slip a call out before someone snatched her cell. She said the hostages are being held in an office near the assembly labs.
Makes sense. The workers were setting up for a production run, so they'd have been concentrated there.
You know more about that than I would. Anything else?
Well, let's see. Are terrorists?
Intel on these purists. How much you got?
How much you want?
How many of them?
How many am I looking at down there?
Hard to say. We've spotted 3 in the courtyard, maybe half a dozen inside. But that's a sketchy estimate at best, since we seem to be getting a loop playback off your telecams.
That shouldn't be possible. I told Seraph to make sure Pritchard overhauled the system.
Well, someone inside must be tech savvy, because all we're seeing is a loop. For all we know, there could be 5, 10, or 3 dozen perps in there.
There's a few of them. What about the lead?
The leader's name is Sanders, right? What's his story?
Zeke Sanders. We're running background on him now. Looks like he fought 2 tours in the Gulf. One of them on a recycled military bill.
You mean he's augmented? Seraph told me he's not.
He used to be augmented. Says his Augs made him do evil shit, so he ripped him out. Now he's got a whole crew of gullible street kids listening to his crap and ready to die for him. Or kill.
You can just rip those out?
They communicate any demands yet?
Not yet, but I get the feeling they're not that organized. Most of the guys I've seen look like street bangers and thugs. The kind who get their jollies trashing equipment. You ask me, is the man in charge you have to worry about.
Okay.
I think I've heard enough.
You sure? Wouldn't want to make your boss unhappy.
Yeah, me either.
I got it from here. Sit tight. Wait for Seraph's signal.
Like we got a choice.
Well, it could be like Gunther Hermann and just go in there.
About fucking time. You know there are hostages in there, right?
Yep.
About time you got here. This door will take you to another roof overlooking the loading docks. Best way in. Now hurry.
Yep. First I gotta check for candy. Painkillers. Those are good too. They're not candy, but they'll do.
Jensen, it's me, Pritchard. Where are you?
On a roof overlooking the plant.
Good. Your point of entry should be through shipping and receiving.
Should be, Francis. The hell does that mean?
We have an employee entrance there, heavily guarded by purists, no doubt. So, if you're not a fan of the frontal assault, I suppose you could try accessing the building's roof.
Yeah, you could. And we will. But we have our first tango, guys.
Everything seems under control. No sign of SWAT. No sign of anyone.
Oh, there's somebody right here. You just missed him. I probably won't take down too many people, folks. But there you go. Whenever you take down someone, you'll note on the batteries up there, they actually lost one. And we should discuss how batteries work. They actually do not recharge except for the first one, or if you haven't used a whole one. And the only way you can get more batteries is to, well, just eat a candy bar. Believe it or not, you know? That's what candy's good for. Gives you an energy boost right there. It has protein and carbohydrates. I'll just try to avoid most people, although taking out people or not taking out people is not required to get like the super cool ghost bonus. All you need to do is not be seen and not have the bodies be seen. There's a guy down there. Going that way is not too terrible, to be honest, but this is the pro way right here. Up. Oh no, electricity. Oh well. I'll just go through this nook and cranny. These things seem to be very conveniently placed everywhere, I have to tell you, folks. Whether it's around enemies or an electrical field. Oh, what the hell happened to you? Did you get electrocuted? Hey, you brought us stuff. Some really nice stuff, too. We have a silent sniper rifle, which I think we could have gotten on the helicopter. Apparently, we can put a few upgrades. It even has a laser targeting system on it already, apparently. That's cool. That's cool. I won't use it, but that's cool. We also got these remote detonated explosive devices, which I think are either new in the director's cut or it's part of a DLC, which I wouldn't be surprised if it's part of the director's cut, you know? I think it's abbreviated like "you're deads" or what these are. Whatever. Even though there's no "you" on this one. Another vent. How convenient.
Pritchard, I'm in.
Nicely
Ghost.
done, Jensen.
See?
May I ask how?
A vent on the roof. It'll be in my report next time we discuss security loopholes.
Oh, goody. I'll be sure to take notes.
That's-
The Typhoon is in the factoring labs. There's an elevator just past the assembly labs that will take you to it.
Got it.
Thank you, Pritchard. Don't need to go over there. Hurt. Not a problem at all to get around these guys. I'll just run down here. There appears to be dudes in this next section. Oh yes, they're fucking with that turret. We don't need to mess with them either. Like I told you folks, this game not terribly hard.
Anybody see D-Rag? Probably smoking a
Cigarweed?
cigarette. See, once it's all on full alert. What for? Popos ain't coming in here. Not while we's holding all the cards. When you see what we see when the hands of a stick, never see no one twitch that fast. He's gonna get us out of this. Not if those popos catch us blazing. Split up.
Alright, so he's looking our way. We probably don't want to pop through that door just yet. No, I think it's good if we just wait here. Also, if you look at the upper right, you'll see that it has, like, EUs and then hard. You can punch your way through doors, too. There's some goodies in that room if you want to go in there. But I'm going to try to avoid it. I was going to say, can I go in here? That's a bathroom. I could go in there. No real need to, though. I think I may actually take out this fella. Yeah, I think it's convenient. Man, it's 50 more experience points, right? I'm usually not too much of an experience whore in here. I was gonna say, did you see that door open? He didn't, which is great. I gotta wait for my batteries to recharge anyway. You stay over there. I'm gonna search this guy. Let's see, we got some stuff, some more stuff. Go ahead and tuck you in. Take your pistol. Sure, why not? I was gonna say, I'll just use my stun gun on this guy. Since my batteries aren't recharged yet. Or do I want to? Maybe I get more experience for not doing so? I can't remember. He's not really a huge concern, as you can tell. And all these lockers have stuff in them. Yep, there's some trank darts right there. Silly me, I was pressing E. There we go, more stuff. Take that, and that. And like I told you before, folks, even though I'm taking out guys, I can still get Ghost because it's not literal Ghost. Like if it was like a real stealth game. You know? It's actually kind of like Blacklist Ghosts. Is that something? Thought I saw a credit stick up there. There's some combat rifle ammo. I think there's some... Oh, there's a revolver ammo. That's pretty cool. I think there's some stun gun darts in here. There they are. That's what I want. Everything else can actually go. I don't need your ammo. Ammo, unlike the first game, does actually take up space. I will keep those. You can go. You can go. Everything else can stay. Let's see. Also keep the 10mm ammo for no particular reason.
Jensen, I just tried to unlock the assembly lab door, but my override codes aren't working. Someone's changed the protocols.
What? Didn't you plug the...
I'm on it. But until I find this particular breach and fix it, you'll have to hack the door manually. Pritchard out.
You got it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and hack this, and you'll see how hacking works. It's not terribly complex. This all happens in real time, so if there are people walking around, you do have to worry about them. So, our aim in this mode is to get from here to here. You'll notice that some paths are only one way. And there's also, whenever we, like, capture a node like this, you'll notice there is a detection. On this one, it's 60. If we're detected, this thing will start running a trace. If it actually gets back to us, then it will set off an alarm, which is bad. So we'll go ahead and start by capturing this. Unsurprisingly, it caught us. We can fortify it,
Access granted.
which will make it harder for the attack node, whatever that is, the diagnostic subroutine, I guess, to catch us. But there's really no need to do so. Going right. There we go. Let's see, where do we go here? Is it this side? Ow. We're pretty close to the hostages, actually. Go up. It really behooves you to look around, folks. There's all kinds of little passages. And that's one thing that everyone loved about the original game, is there's all these different ways to do things. Well, this game's just the same. You can go in and shoot everybody, or you can just sneak around and use the rafters. You know, it's kind of nice. Kind of nice. Sinners hope you die. Yep, that's where they are. And thank goodness that none of them are actually smart enough to be in there with the hostages, you know, minding the hostages. They could be doing all sorts of nefarious things in there. It's true. Let's see. Hello. Nope. I'm gonna save you.
Find a way to deactivate it.
Oh, this thing. Are you Don Jordan?
There's no time to waste.
You kind of do sound like that, Don Jordan. I didn't know you had multiple things. So we'll hack this low security bomb. This one's a little more complex than our last one. We have to like go here, 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 here. It's weird. Weird. We're probably going to get to take on this first one. We didn't, amazingly. I'm going to go ahead and fortify that, capture that. No need to fortify that. There we go.
Access granted.
Since it's only like a level 1, it's pretty easy to get around.
Device deactivated. Countdown terminated. Have a nice day.
Pritchard, get word to Seraph. I found the hostages.
I'm relaying good news, I hope.
They're safe, and they're staying put. SWAT will have to exfil them as soon as I've got the prototype.
I'll tell Sarif, but don't take too long.
Listen up. I need you all to stay calm, keep your voices down, and wait here for SWAT. The plant's not clear yet.
Not clear, but those terrorists, they've got my wife.
Your wife?
She's the manager here. Josie Thorpe. They said they needed her to open the administration building. They were looking for evidence of some kind. Please, I haven't seen her since. You have to find her.
Will do, sir.
I'll do my best. But right now, I need you all to stay here and wait for the police. Can you do that?
Yes, of course. But please, hurry.
You said they were looking for evidence? What kind of evidence?
I don't know. They're purists. They think the body is sacred and shouldn't be tampered with. They probably want something that will implicate us in moral wrongdoings.
Did they know about the typhoon?
It's a top secret contract. How could they? And we only moved it in a few hours ago. Please, I don't think they expected anyone would be working today. And now that they're backed into a corner, you have to find my wife, please.
You got it, sir. Also, let me get down so I'm not seen. Now, I was going to say, what's over in this direction? Okay, there's a way down. Is this a good way down? Maybe. Let's try it. Yeah, I think this is a good way down. Hurt. Oh, God. Oh, boy. We might have a situation here. Well, I done missed. Let's try that again. I'm not sure when he saw me, but he saw me. It was unfortuitous. That'll happen. I'm not used to going this way. Okay, that time he did not see me. Also revolver ammo. Yeah, it's a little more expedited on my movement that time. Okay, the place we have to go is around the corner there. Okay, he's looking our way, so I don't really want to move yet. Come on, turn around, you son of a bitch. Also, another guy's coming our way, because that's what we need. Are you going to walk around the corner? Damn it. Probably had a good instance to move there, and I lost it. Now we're completely fucked.
I thought we were supposed to have complete access.
Well, you thought wrong. Thankfully, he did not hear me. Don't you see me?
Shit! I can't get through. Where the hell is Zeke?
I don't know, sir. Don't know.
Come on, there's gotta be something useful in here.
There we go. Okay, much better execution at that point, right? Security systems. I know about those. We got cameras, which are best defeated this way. Hurt. You can actually use these tactics in the first game, too. Just run under things. Although, thankfully, in this game, we have a nice, like, shroud of their vision, so we know where it can actually see. Which I appreciate, really. Burn in hell, Seraph. Alright, will do. Gotta hack another door. Let's see how complex this one is. Not terribly so. We have to go this way, because that one's a one-way one. Go here. Amazingly, we haven't been seen yet. Let's go ahead and fortify. Still haven't been seen. Wow. This is really just overkill for this system. Fortifying all these nodes. There we go. Additional experience points are ours. The 25. Now we wait.
I don't know about the hacker dude. He seems off. Yeah, it feels weird leaving him alone. What's he looking for? Proof that he's lying to us. Just like oh, see, he knows what he's
Subtle as hell, clanking around with all those boxes, right? I think this guy may need a knuckle sandwich. I don't know about you folks. Looks like he needs a knuckle sandwich. I'll wait for him to come back, though. Look in here, see if I... Ooh, frag grenade, yes! Ooh, and more stun bolt darts. Stun bolt darts, yep. That's what they're called. Alright, here he comes. So unsuspecting. He's just a lowly human like we used to be. All these people are. Though apparently Zeke was an AUG at one point. A Hanser. That did not sound pleasant. Let's see, what you got inside you? Ooh, a pocket secretary. Let's get you to a safe location first. Hurt. Hurt. Let's see, where are you? Don't want you to get seen blow my ghost stuff, right? Alright, what do we got on this? Let's see, a weapon restock. Oh, there you go. Abandoned gas station on 2nd Street, huh? Okay, yeah. We can get another pistol, which will turn to ammo. You actually cannot carry multiple pistols. Like I have this one, 14 rounds. And now I have 15 rounds. Well, that's just great. I'm glad I found 1 round. I'm glad that guy only had 1 round in the freaking gun. That's great. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I was going to say, where do I need to go now? I guess it's through here. For some reason, I was getting puzzled. Yep, there's a dude. Thankfully, did not see the door open. Go away. There we go. Alright, probably... I was gonna say, do I want to hold my horses? Nah, I think I'll just go in here. There you go. Nothing bad happened. Oh, and what's this, folks? This is a very important item. This is a Praxis kit. And now I'll explain how leveling up works. Now, Adam Jensen is this augmented super machine, and he has all these augmentations already. But For whatever reason, the software's not really kicked in for it yet, so when we get so many experience, or when we pick up a praxis kit, like we just did, we get a praxis point, and we can use these to unlock some of our augmentations. So I have like social enhancement, which will help us with conversations, radar system, which is self-explanatory, info link, which we have already, as like a cochlear implant, and of course we can communicate without being heard here. Let's see, and also get transmissions without being heard, because we have an info link. There you go. We also have the stealth enhancement, which lets us like get noise feedback, cones of vision, marks, so we can follow people. All very handy things. Probably stuff I wouldn't invest points into. Now this one I'll invest a bunch of points into because, well, it determines what terminals you can hack. Like, I can't hack level 2s until I put another point in here. It's kind of important. I can also, like, take down cameras, which are good, take down turrets, take down robots, or actually turn them against the enemies. That's not always in your interest if you're going for, like, boxiest of hounds, because they can set off alarms. It's not a good idea. What else do we have here? We have the hacking analyzation logon, which isn't terribly useful. We have hacking fortify, which increases the power of fortify. I will not be putting points into that. Hacking stealth, which decreases the chances of being detected, which is fantastic. I will be investing points into this once I actually have like full hacking. Let's see, we have all of our Sentinel prescription health system, which restores health and restores health. I was going to say, they have little info things on it too. Probably won't show all of these, but here's at least these ones. What else do we have? We have batteries. I think I explained already that whenever you, like, recharge, your batteries don't actually all recharge. Just the first one or the one that has a little bit of energy left in it. And getting additional batteries does not change that. Getting these, like, faster recharge speeds does not change that. It's pretty... It's a shame. It's a real goddamn shame. Yeah, I did actually explain that. You have to eat candy bars to get more energy. It's dumb. And we have our augmented lugs. We can sprint for longer. We can get chemical resistance, which is pretty neat later, but it's not terribly necessary. Also, when you get this, I don't think it actually works on your own gas grenade, strangely enough. I could be mistaken. We have the Typhoon explosive system actually in Adam Jensen right now. Right now. I'm guessing we have a prototype of it. Does it say anything about that? Well, there's some more information on it if you want to know about it. What else do we got? We have our arms, which are very handy. No pun intended. I actually didn't when I started that sentence. It allows us to punch through walls, which is a very handy ability. It allows us to easily get some praxis points in some sewers. Moving and throwing heavy objects is fantastic. I love being able to like throw vending machines and refrigerators, giant dumpsters through the air. Strangely enough, it doesn't kill anyone though, which is a shame. We can increase our carrying capacity, which is humorous, because like Jensen is juggling everything in his inventory. Because this is an arm augmentation, unless he's got like suitcases in there. We can also get recoil compensation, stuff that's not really that important to me. We have aim stabilizer, which is very nice if you plan on using like a sniper rifle or the, the tranquilizing rifle. Also, one thing I haven't brought up is there's no skill system in this game, unlike the original Deus Ex. We don't like have rifle skill, pistol skill, or anything like that. It's based on our skill, essentially. Although we also have augmentations to fix like the stabilization and whatnot, so that sort of supplants it. We have our eyes, we can see through walls, which is kind of nifty. I haven't ever gotten that in the past. I've never needed it, but it's kind of handy. We can get some like cooldown timers, flash suppressant, which is utterly worthless because I don't think I've ever been hit with a flashbang in this game, but I always play it stealthily. Reflex booster lets us take down multiple opponents, if they're adjacent, of course. It has its uses. It's not terribly important if you're going for like a non-interventionist mode, like True Ghost. Icarus landing system, one of my favorite augmentations in the game, just because it looks so goddamn badass, and it'll help you access like better stealth routes, ones that you wouldn't be able to survive because you die. It's got it from falling. It's pretty amazing. We have skin. We can get a dermal armor. Lets us take more damage. Stuff I don't need. And also ones that make MP and grenades and electricity less effective. Not really that important at all. A cloaking system, fantastic for the late game, and I will be getting this because it is fantastic. Lets you turn invisible. I mean, that's kind of handy. We saw it in action earlier, but not on us. Let's see, we have legs. We can jump higher, up to 3 meters in the air. We can sprint faster. We can sprint quietly and run quietly, jump and land quietly. These ones not as helpful as you think because it's an active ability, not passive. You actually have to activate it. It's dumb. As for now, folks, after I went through all that explanation, I'm actually going to keep our one practice point. I'm probably going to use it on hacking later, but I'm going to keep it in my pants for now. Anyway, back to the action. Going more vent dive in action. All that you can stomach. It is nice that you physically get rewarded for this. Or physically, I guess kind of. You get more experience for going through vents, right? It's kind of nice, especially if you're doing a non-interventionist playthrough. Hey look, it's one of them turrets. Also, there's also a credit stick up there. I want that. The way the turret domination works, and also the camera and otherwise, is you actually have to find a terminal. Now for cutscene.
Step away from the console. Now!
Help me!
Really, the only way we could have saved him was shooting the gun out of his hand. Unfortunately, Jensen put it away.
Pritchard, you still there?
Where else would I be?
Patch me to Seraph, now.
Adam, it's David. You got the Typhoon?
Yeah, but you were right about there being something more behind this. Because I've also got a dead purist in here with some pretty interesting cerebral implants.
Don't touch him.
Too late.
We'll need an expert to recover his neural hub, in case it's booby-trapped.
Copy that. What about Sanders?
SWAT's pressure me to let them off the leash. Find them before they do, and deal with them.
You got, boss. Yeah, we gotta go rescue Dosey now. Apparently Lambert's wife. At least that's what I'm gonna call that guy. I still don't... I didn't realize that was John Jordan. Oh well. Looks like SWAT's already got a battle on their hand down there. That's always good. Let's see, I don't think there's anyone down here just yet. Ah.
Any news yet? Zeke hasn't found any juicy secrets yet, if that's what you mean. But he was positive we'd find something we could show to Pipes. Are you saying we got nothing? I know, man. I think they really messed up this time. Motherfucker, how are we gonna get out of this mess?
Let's actually use some of our stun gun on this gentleman right here. Not sure who alarmed him. Nope. Okay, I want to get that other guy's body out of the hallway ASAP. I'm not sure who got the alarm status on that one, but it's alright. We actually have not lost our thing, our boxes of hounds. You got machine pistol ammo in there, that's pretty cool. More of that. Where are those machine pistols? Give me one of those. That's money in the bank. I want that bank money. So you're just making sure he didn't give me any more ammo. I'm only picking up the gun so I can sell them. For the most part. Oh, beer. You know, I need a cold one. Also, you guys come in here with me. It's nice and safe in here. Again, it wasn't necessary to take these guys down, but there's an ebook in here, and I'd like to read it for you folks. There you go. Go ahead and turn off this shit so I can actually read in peace. Alright, what do we got here? Global Politics Review, just in case you've lived in a cave for a while. This is the 2026 edition, Chapter 3, The State of American Disunion. After the 2015 oil crash, the United States found itself an embattled nation, from within and without. Struggling against the rising economic power of China, internal pressures have grown. Dissent against draconian federal regulations, widening rich-poor divisions, extremism, widespread discontent are weakening a nation that was once a great superpower. Radical choices by the government, suspension of the Posse Comitatus, the increased powers of FEMA and the NSA, and the opening of the oil reserves have served to bring order. But it may be too late to regain stability. Many states, Texas, Utah, California, are considering secession, while cities like Seattle, Dallas, and Chicago have become fortress states in an attempt to maintain normalcy in a dangerous environment. America struggles to hold itself together against the building pressures of balkanization. But it is a fragmenting nation on a downward spiral. I'm guessing that the fourth echelon got a little too big for its britches again. Being that they, you know, of course, upped the power of the NSA. Although I'm not sure if the fourth echelon is part of the NSA anymore. Like the third echelon. Since it reports directly to the president. Maybe it's like a new agency entirely. Who knows? Who the hell knows? That's a different game. A different story. Leads us to the bathrooms, of course. Okay, I think I can move forward without any problems. Maybe. Thankfully, that guy all the way on the other side could not see me tumble, which I appreciate. Oh, there's the other guy. So where is he? He's a nice looking fella, isn't he? Hate my life. Okay, that guy's walking our way. Not a problem at all. More stairs, my favorite. I think we're home free at this point. We just need to get the Zeke. Oh, there's also another book up here. Artificial Muscles. From a seminar by, again, Hugh Darrow in the spring of 2009. I think I missed this one too. In the earliest iterations, artificial musculature technologies were a crude patchwork of pistons, pneumatics, and electrical motors. But those systems have been surpassed by the creation of synthetic proxies that mimic the actual form and function of human muscle tissue. Known as EAP, or EAP, that's electrical active polymers. These artificial muscles are capable of linear movement of a type and scale ideally suited for cybernetic prosthetic limbs. The muscles of our bodies alter shape and form when electrochemical nerve signals flow through them. And EAPs operate the same way. When electrical charge passes across the polymer structure, it changes shape. The technologies we are developing at Darrow Industries focus on creating what we call a fully plastic actuator mechanism. In basic terms, we have a three-part structure. A sandwich of gel layers made up of a matrix of dispersed single-wall carbon nanotubes. Good old nanotubes, is there anything they can't do? Situated on either side of a ionic fluid pyroelectrite core. I just have to laugh at that word. Known as Bucky gel. Why am I not fucking surprised? Known as a Bucky gel structure. In reference to a carbon fluorine carbon fluorine nanotubes, this design's simple arrangement of soft electrodes and electrolyte layers is capable of operating at very low voltages. Well, that's neat. Anything else over here? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Well, I was gonna say, I thought I saw something else. It's the ebook.
Don't lie to me. I don't want to hurt you. You're a civilian. But I will if you don't give me a choice.
If you didn't want to hurt anyone, you should have stayed home tonight.
Oh, look! Serif's attack dog. You're here to clean up before the police bust in? He thinks we're breaking the law. Shut up! All you body polluters break laws. You're all the same.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing people you're any different once they hear you had an AUG on your team.
What?
I found your attack dog in the factoring labs, trying to cut through security with his implanted hackware.
Apparently wore a
Nice
hat
try,
earlier.
Turner. But I would never let one of you freaks on my crew. Back off, Hunter. I got business to take care of, understand? If what you say is true, and I'm not saying it is here, but I gotta check things out. So, mía la vieja, we're leaving.
So this is a conversation that has serious consequences. He could run off with Josie right now. We're gonna try to free her.
You know I can't let you go with her.
Stand down, Hanser. I told you, stand down or this bitch is dead.
Bullshit. You're bigger than that. You don't kill civilians.
Damn right. I'm a decorated vet, and I won't be jerked around. I need to find out who's behind this, and right now the boss lady's my only ticket out of here.
Listen to me. Whatever's going on, it's big. You've got a better chance of getting to the bottom of it if you work with me. But I can't do a thing until you let her go.
Are you stupid? I don't work with AUGs. God, you must think I'm some kind of moron. And who can blame you? Because it's exactly what it must look like to everyone right now. Trapped in here by the cops, and my only option is to take a hostage. How screwed up is that?
So now we have several options. We can humble him, raise him, or we can stroke his ego. We're gonna do that.
You're doing better than you think. You're still standing, and that's more than the hacker was expecting. You said you're a vet, so I know you've got the balls to handle this. You don't need the civilian to get you out of here.
You got a good point there. But still, there's no way I could put my trust in you. You're on the same side as the cops. They got me completely surrounded and there's nothing I can do. I'm all alone in here.
You're not all alone in here. I'm in here. Josie's in here.
The only thing the cops are focused on right now is the safety of the civilians. Same as you. You've risked your life to do what's best for other people. You're not some drive-by banger.
You're right. I'm not. One of your kind tricked my brother into manipulating me. And I have to make sure that they get what all can openers deserve. I'm not wasting any more of my time arguing with you. Out of my way, you freak.
Of course. Sometimes there's random variants with this. Don't you leave with her.
You've got more honor than the man who betrayed you. You're not gonna let your brother down like this. The hacker was expecting civilians to be in the building tonight. You were supposed to take hostages and force the cops to silence you permanently. But you're smarter than he is.
Oh, it's so obvious.
That's right.
Can't believe I didn't see it till now.
Edge away,
you can
Josie.
just lead me to my death? Think again, cabron. Get out of here. I did what you wanted, so let me go. I got Blade here too, I say.
Sure. Go run
I've got
off.
as much interest in finding out who's really behind this as you do, cabron.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll owe you one. But I promise you this, someone's gonna pay.
And we defuse the situation.
Adam, what's happening? What's your situation? Adam!
Sanders is gone, boss. But I'm pretty sure he's just a dupe. Somebody else set this up.
Damn it. Okay, I want you back here now. The admin building has a rooftop terrace. Meet Farida on it.
Copy. Jensen out.
Got so many XPs right there, folks. So many XPs you don't even know.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just a little shaken up, but... What about the other hostages? My husband was with them in one of the assembly labs. And I overheard talk about a bomb.
Don't worry, they're safe.
Oh, thank God. When those men surprised us. Mr. Jensen, they should not have been able to get in. With the typhoon being moved in and all, I double-checked the protocols myself.
Yeah, I expect Pritchard's doing the same thing right now. Stay here. DPD will want to question you.
We're making all the HTPs, making sure all the HTPs are there, all the FTPs, all the protocols are intact.
You're a hero.
That's right, folks. I am a sandwich. We got a pocket secretary. Let's look at all this stuff. There's still a lot of stuff to do in here. There really is. Let's see, J-Thrope. Oh, we got some passwords. Well, that's cool. And we are going to go and hack all of these. Actually, you know what? That would be kind of boring. I'm not going to be boring. I could hack all these, get 25% stuff each, but I won't, you know? I'll hack this one. Just because. Believe me, I'm going to be doing a lot of hacking in this playthrough, so one's just fine. You can go back to that last section, folks, where we had the 3 guys around all those computers, and there's tons of experience points just waiting for you to pick up. Also, I got tons of shit. Here's one to Josie from Seraph. I was going to say, hopefully you saw that. You did. Huh. That's sort of a weird thing. Oh, yes, I see. It's one of them Nigerian scam emails. They still have them in 2027. Okay, well, I'm good. How you guys doing?
Jensen? You're the guy who was sent in before us? Those hostages owe you a lot. Nice going.
I did a good job. Hear that, folks? Well, let's get the hell out of here.
Sorry, Mr. Thorpe. The target is on lockdown. I can't let anyone in.
But my wife, she's still in there. I need to know that she's okay.
You'll have to wait until the building is secure. Now back up and let the SWAT team do their job, please.
Irving Lambert, your wife is fine.
Wife, is she all right?
She's fine. A little shaken up, though. SWAT will need to debrief her. We'll see her soon.
I don't know what to say. I think I've given up on her. You're a true hero, man. I'll find some way to repay this, I swear.
There's no need for that. I was just doing my job.
Don't be modest. I didn't recognize you before, but I know who you are, Mr. Jensen. And I know you weren't supposed to be back at work yet. Thank God you are. I'll be in touch. Count on it.
You don't have to give me anything, man. Just a high five is enough. Well, we did a good job today, folks. Let's head back to base. Malik?
You made a lot of people happy tonight, Jensen.
I did. I'm a good person.
And not just the men in suits.
It's what they pay me for.
No. They pay you to put corporate interests ahead of people.
It's true.
You found a way to satisfy everyone. Guess
I'm great at
Dr. Sandy's telling the
satisfying
truth
people,
about you.
Malik.
Megan, what are you talking about, Malik?
Before you were hired, she said the papers were lying about Mexican Town. That you weren't fired from the force. You quit when you realized Protect and Serve had become Protect and Serve the corporate interest. Nice to see she was right. You ready to go?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in.
So many experience points. See, I don't need to fuck with those computers. They're all level 1 things anyway. I was gonna say, we fly off into the sunset, but there's too much smog. You actually cannot see the sun setting. Detroit has become a very different place. Actually, it looks a lot better nowadays. You know, in 2027.
New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
I think people should stop asking me so many questions.
Hey, I was just...
Ever since I walked in tonight, people have been staring, gossiping about whether or not I'm ready for this.
Your recovery was remarkably quick, Jensen. Most people need at least a year to get used to new limbs.
So maybe I'm a fast healer. Or maybe I'd rather damn myself to hell than let what happened to me stop me from doing my job.
Your job? Really? Because we both know that's not why you came back in here today, Jensen. Look, I want to find the bastards who did this as much as you do. So if I could help you in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Let's see. Well, I'll ask about the first attack, well, you know.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
Well, let's see. What's your account of it?
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us...
They were gone.
Whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
Yeah, they were pretty badass from what I saw, too.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the Intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
Were burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
All right.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later, then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Good night, everybody. That was a long episode, but I wanted to make sure that we got that first mission all in one video. I'll see you next time, folks.